Welcome to PBS Primetime. My name's Joey Bucaro, and tonight on Growing Old, we're going to take a look at some possible Social Security reforms. Here we are at Grandma's house, and we're going to see how she's going to deal with Social Security.
That's good.
Hi, Don. I sure could use some advice about Social Security. Is there anything that you can tell me?
Sure thing, Grandma. The earliest you can begin receiving Social Security benefits is at age 62 with the reduced monthly benefit amount. The earlier you receive your Social Security, the higher the reduction of benefits will be. Or you can choose to start receiving full benefits between the ages of 65 and 67, depending on what year you were born. 9 out of 10 individuals aged 65 and older receive Social Security benefits, and that makes about 39% of the income of the elderly in the United States. In 2012, over 56 million Americans will receive Social Security benefits worth a total of $778 billion.
Wow, you sure are knowledgeable about Social Security, Don. But I've heard so many bad things about Social Security. Should it even exist?
Well, it's definitely not a perfect system and could certainly use some changes, but it is necessary for the government to provide it as a service. We can't expect all our country's elderly to provide completely for themselves, and every hard-working American deserves to retire. Can you imagine if Grandpa was still working in the mines? That just wouldn't be fair. Sure, it might be more efficient, but sometimes efficiency isn't fair.
Wow, you sure are smart about all this Social Security stuff. It's almost like you're reading from a script. But I don't know, I still don't feel too comfortable about this whole Social Security thing. Let's just forget about it and watch some TV.
Hi, Billy Mays here with another fantastic product. Are you thinking about retirement, planning for your future, worried about being old as dirt but still having to work? Well, then we have the product for you. The SS Wow is going to be your new best friend. With our newly developed formula, there's no need to worry about Social Security funds drying up. Your benefits will be there to last. This bad boy will saturate the Social Security fund and make sure that this graph will not become a reality. This will allow the federal government to increase their discretionary spending on cool stuff like missiles and bank bailouts. This bad boy will change the earliest eligibility age for Social Security to our secretly calculated index. And because you're watching today, we're going to reveal that index. Our index is calculated by the country's leading economists and is calculated by subtracting 15 years off the average life expectancy of a 65-year-old. What that means is basically 65-year-olds, once they reach that age, they're expected to live to the age of 85. So we're going to take 15 years off of that, 70 years, ba-boom, benefits. It makes sense. This way, once you reach your calculated age, you'll be guaranteed benefits. You won't worry about funds drying up, benefits going back to Uncle Sam, or a bunch of other stuff. This will also prevent the Social Security bubble from busting and relieve the stress put on the younger generation for dealing with our debt. Still don't believe me? Then ask Dr. Quigley, an expert on Social Security reform.
According to my colleagues and I, this policy would promote labor market participation and would increase GDP by about 5%. A 1-year increase in the retirement age is roughly equal to a 7% reduction in benefits. As noted by this graph, the insolvency data for the Social Security Trust Fund is 2037. From that point on, payable benefits can only amount to the total tax revenue the fund receives. Currently, the life expectancy of a 65-year-old is 85. What this means is that the SS Wow will start paying benefits at the age of 70.
Jeez Louise, that sounds crazy. They want to make all these changes right as I'm about to retire? So you want to kick all the old folks to the curb then? Just like that?
That's the beauty of it, Grandma. The SSY will be implemented in phases to reduce economic shock. What that means is you won't have to worry about losing your benefits, and the younger generation will be able to plan accordingly for their future. No fancy mumbo-jumbo, straight-up policy. And it works, so get on board with the SSS Wow now, because with the old SS, nothing but deficits, problems, Uncle Sam's not happy, we're not happy, you're not happy. So get on board with the SSS Wow, and next time you're at the corner store, pick some up.
Golly, I sure learned a lot from that video. We really should restructure our Social Security programs. What that Billy Mays guy said was fabulous. It sure seems fair and efficient to me. Next time I go to the corner store, I'm definitely going to have to get me some of that SS Wow.
Well, there you have it, folks. It seems that there may be a viable solution to reform Social Security. There's no doubt that the current system is unsustainable. As Professor Quigley said, Social Security will be insolvent by 2037. Also, a scholarly article written by Sylvester Schieber says the projected underfunding of the current system leaves no doubt that some adjustments must be made. After watching Billy Mays, it seems clear that the SS WOW contains the changes that can get Social Security back on track. If the age for Social Security is raised by just 5 years, it will be a 35% reduction in current outputs. That's a big time change. Also, by creating an index rather than a fixed age for retirement benefits, we won't have to worry about Congress passing another Social Security bill ever again. I think we can all agree that's a great thing. I hope you've enjoyed the program. More riveting PBS shows will be on after the break. Good night.